I just never want to see her again.
It started with silence, the silence that fills a courtroom before something snaps. Cody Brown leaned back in his chair at the defense table, his head lolling forward in his hands. He had posed for years as the invincible patriarch, the man who held the family, the property, the cash, and the narrative. But that day, none of it mattered. Because no one was looking at him, they were looking at Robyn. She stood shaking on the witness stand, mascara running down her cheeks, clutching a tissue that had been torn in her hands. The voice of the judge sliced through the room like a knife. "Mrs. Brown, is it true that you kept a secret bank account in your maiden name and used family trust money to fund it?" Robyn's lips trembled. For an instant, she might have lied. But then the words erupted, feeble and frantic. "Yes, I did." The gallery gasped. Correspondents wrote furiously. Christine and Janelle sat stiff and unmoving, their gaze glued to the woman who had previously insisted that she was no more than a victim of circumstance. And Cody, he didn't even glance at her. His gaze was trained on the table, his jaw clenched, as if all pride had been torn from him in that one admission. Robyn cried harder, straining toward him. "I only did it to keep us safe. I was afraid. Cody, I figured if everything fell apart, I needed to save something for the kids." But Cody flinched his head up from her, his stare venomous. "Don't blame this on me. You betrayed me like they did. You destroyed everything." The judge pounded her gavel. "That is all. This court will adjourn until tomorrow morning. Then we will determine if Mrs. Brown's conduct merits further criminal consideration." The room was taken over by chaos. Cameras went off. Reporters yelled out headlines into their phones, and Christine and Janelle stood up. Slowly, their cool demeanor keener than any knife. They didn't have to do a thing. Robyn's deceptions had finally caught up, and Cody had abandoned her to weather the tempest on her own. But before the bailiff ordered order, Cody rose, his voice ringing over the din, his red face, his balled fists. "You think you've won? You think this is the end? When the truth comes out that I've been keeping back, you'll see who actually betrayed this family." The courtroom froze. Christine's eyes widened, Robyn's sobs turned frantic, and the judge's gavel cracked again, demanding silence. But the words were already out there. Cody had hinted at something darker, something still buried. And that is where we're left tonight, with Cody cornered, Robyn exposed, and a storm still waiting to break. But what do you think? Is Cody bluffing with threats that mean nothing? Or is there some final secret that will drive the family further apart for good? Leave a comment and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next installment in this courtroom war will be a game changer.